So today we gonna took a look at top 10 jobs that can make you millionaire. So click the subscribe button and comment down below an emoji. We will personally try to reach you. Billionaire is the new millionaire. So how difficult is it today to become a millionaire? Shouldn't be that hard, should it? Unlike in the past when you had to build and establish business, to have hundreds of employees and massive sales, these days you can get to 7 figures just by having a better paying job. Something interesting we've found while putting together this video, is that specific specializations of the well-known high-paying jobs, now pay even better than before, and there are a couple of new jobs that were not available in the past that are quite lucrative. Although we have an international audience, we based on research on the United States, just to keep all these jobs on the same scale, the numbers might dramatically differ in your geography. Just keep that in mind as we move forward. Here are jobs that can make you a millionaire. So the first job, plastic surgeon or a specialized doctor. The average salary of the surgeon is $250,000. Highest paid doctors, radiologists, cardiologists, and orthopedic surgeon. This job can give $400,000. As you'd expect, neurosurgeons, the brain doctors, also get paid close to $400,000 per year. So why mention plastic surgeons before them? It's one of those specializations that it's easiest to get into from the medical field, and you bet that clients keep on coming. It takes a lot of very unglamorous training to become a plastic surgeon. It can take 10 years of training. It is not glamorous. We worked over 100 hours a week. You have a salary, but if you have a fast month, you pay for your own staff and then you pay for yourself. Surgery time is just a fraction of the time you spend with patients. A lot of people are decided before they even come in because they've done a bunch of research on the internet.
Now the 9th job that make you a millionaire, high-end sales. A person who works in here, his average salaries ranges up till $200,000 million. If you can sell, you'll do great anywhere. A good salesperson will always find work, but this is not about that. It's about those who are really good at what they do and they chose to move towards high-ticket items. Why bother selling cars in a dealership when you could be selling property in Monaco? The percent might be smaller, but the pie is definitely bigger. In order to keep things accessible, we will not look at the fringe cases, but focus on the top 20%. Here's how much you can earn if you know what you're doing. Real estate sales, over $250,000 per year. Pharmaceutical sales, over $200,000 per year. Software sales, over $150,000 per year. Working in sales is very competitive, and, for the average sales rep, making a lot of money is not easily attainable.
So the 8th job, marketing manager with an average salary of $150,000. And if you are chief marketing officer, has a salary of over $250,000. Everywhere you look you see billboards and advertising. We live in such a crowded advertising time that it's harder and harder to stand out. A great marketing executive can make or break a great company. Just look at the rise of Old Spice. The company raced from the ashes through a smart marketing campaign. A 75-year-old company, more than double sales in a single year. But marketing isn't all just about advertising, it's about the way the product is designed, the way people perceive it, the way it fits in the market, and how it differentiates from the competitors. Marketing managers have a variety of responsibilities, such as putting together estimates and budgets for marketing campaigns, submitting them for approval, working with advertising agencies, being involved in negotiations, preparing sales and advertising contracts, and reviewing advertising material such as print material, TV. So now you can also be a software developer of an engineer. The average salary of software developer is $150,000. The average salary for iOS and Android software engineers in the US is $126,000 and $125,000 per year correspondingly. Python and JavaScript developers make $120,000 and $115,000 accordingly, and C++ developer salary in the USA is $107,000 per year. We feel like the age of startups has cooled down a bit. Just a few years ago, everywhere you looked someone was starting a company. They've all failed and got back to working corporate jobs now. But that period put the emphasis of just how valuable someone who can make things happen actually is. After all, jobs wouldn't have been jobs without Wozniak. Software developers have a unique advantage where they can ask for a percentage of the company in exchange for their services. If the company does well, the developer gets rich in the process. So now the sixth job which can make you millionaire: an architect, with an average salary of $100,000. Good architects earn over $250,000 per year. Real estate is booming, always has, always will, with bigger and bigger projects undertaken by developers, companies and even cities. A single big project can earn you that seven-figure income you're looking for, but unless you're already established in the marketplace, you're unlikely to get it. As with most of the jobs mentioned in this video, because the reward is so big, the competition at the top is fierce. To practice architecture means to provide services in connection with the design of buildings and the space within the site surrounding the buildings that have human occupancy or use as their principal purpose. A wide variety of prizes is awarded by national professional associations and other bodies, recognizing accomplished architects, their buildings, structures, and professional careers. The most lucrative award an architect can receive is the Pritzker Prize, sometimes termed the Nobel Prize for Architecture. Now the fifth job which make you millionaire, that's a corporate lawyer, with an average salary of $200,000. All you need is to be productive for the corporation you work for. Out of all the specializations, here are the three most lucrative: mergers and acquisitions, intellectual property and patent lawyers. Basically, you need to be a lawyer for a large financial or tech company. The higher the value you can bring to them or save them from having to pay, the higher your salary. In big cases, it's not uncommon to get a single payout over $1 million. The role of a corporate lawyer is to ensure the legality of commercial transactions, advising corporations on their legal rights and duties, including the duties and responsibilities of corporate officers. In order to do this, they must have knowledge of aspects of contract law, tax law, accounting, securities law, bankruptcy, intellectual property rights, licensing, zoning laws, and the laws specific to the business of the corporations that they work for. In recent years, controversies involving well-known companies such as Walmart and General Motors have highlighted the complex role of corporate lawyers. You can too get these jobs. So let's get this side. Now the fourth job, that's a cybersecurity worker. This job can give at least $250,000. Everybody else, around $100,000 per year. We're living in the most connected time in history. Everything about you that makes you is online, which means there's a lot of money to be taken out of the system. Last year, the personal data of over 140 million Americans was stolen from a credit score company called Equifax. Names, addresses, social security numbers, banking information, everything you would need to steal someone's identity. Big tech companies would not recover after a breach like that, so they're paying really good money to anyone who can bulletproof their tech. The same goes with big pharma companies as well as anything that has to do with intellectual property, patents, research and development. A hack could cost the company billions. Hackers rely on easy targets, especially if you're traveling a lot. Everything you do online can be monitored and stolen. So now you can be a pilot or an air traffic worker. The average salary ranges from $1 million to $15 million. Pilots still get paid good money in an age where they no longer have to do that much. A good pilot earns on average in excess of $300 per hour, while a low-paying pilot brings home over $200. The big surprise for us was air traffic controllers, who earn even more than pilots at an average of $130,000 per year. And out of everything on this list, It's probably the second easiest to get into. To ensure the safety of people in the air and on the ground, early aviation soon required that aircraft be under the operational control of a properly trained, certified pilot at all times, who is responsible for the safe and legal completion of the flight. The Aero Club de France delivered the first certificate to Louis Blériot in 1908, followed by Glenn Curtis, Leon Delagrange, and Robert Esnault-Belterie. So now the second last job, the most profitable, petroleum engineer, with highest salary of $200,000. You can get a job in high profitable petrol extraction cities. Other petroleum jobs pay over $100,000 per year. If there's money to be made, then definitely the pay is great. Just mention oil and you can feel the US getting distracted. So what is a petroleum engineer anyway? They're the person in charge of developing the plan of drilling in oil and gas fields. They're also trying to figure out new ways of getting all that valuable stuff out of the ground. Although oil and gas pay really well, they come with one of the highest mortality rates in the world, so it pays better to be one of the smart people sitting on shore. Just watch Deepwater Horizon and you'll get what we're talking about. The combined efforts of geologists and petroleum engineers throughout the life of a hydrocarbon accumulation determine the way in which a reservoir is developed and depleted, and usually they have the highest impact on field economics. So now the most awaited, and it can give a good fame and a big pool of money. Social media personality. Like Kylie Jenner, Ninja the Gamer, Logan Paul, Gigi Hadid, Kim Kardashian. You can get an average salary of $5 million each year. Time taken to first million, 2 to 10 years. Well, would you look at that? Yes, new media personalities are cashing in big these days, but it comes with a caveat. The barrier to entry is almost none. It's actually free to start, so there's a lot of people trying to get any bit of pie. That's why it doesn't even make sense to calculate the average earning of your average YouTuber, because they don't earn almost anything. The most profitable channel straight off of advertising is probably Ryan's Toy Reviews, earning in excess of $20 million per year. A child unboxing toys. Followed by Dude Perfect, with earnings also in the $20 million range. The currently most subscribed channel on YouTube, PewDiePie, is bringing in north of $15 million. Click the subscribe button to never miss an update from the Top 10 show.